Hey everybody, how's everybody doing out there in this wonderful COVID life that we're still living in 2021? Um, Had a friend request that I do a video of all my movie shirts as opposed to just my collectibles and other things, which I have been doing on and off. Anyway, yeah, so this is for my friend Amy who suggested it, and now I'm gonna do it. So there's quite a few here, so I'm just going to get at it really quick. I'm going to throw a few on my lap. Right. Most of my shirts I get at the Black Market in Toronto. It's a good store. I mean, I'm probably be able to go in there now during the current restrictions or whatever color we're on this week. I don't know, gray, purple, pink, red. I don't know. All I know is I'm allowed to go in certain places and other places I can. I also have my Wally World hat on too. But anyway, this is it's one of Universal monsters. You can see my back's to it. So see what Phantom of the Opera, Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and on the bottom half, got the Wolfman from, I think it's Wolfman of London, or yeah. Then you got the Gill Man, the creature from Alien from This Island Earth. And I believe that is from, I was going to say Black Cat. I know it's not that. It's from, I think it's Island of Lost Souls. I can't remember. But anyway, toss that off to the side. I'm going to have a lot of fun folding these all back up again later. Hopefully they won't get covered in too much pet hair. It's the Addams Family. There. This one here, I didn't buy at the black market. I'm not going to say the name of the store because I'm not here to promote that particular store, because I don't really like going there. Anyway, it's just Darth Vader and his expressions. So I'm trying to see it in the camera, but I don't have my glasses on, so everything's blurry. And this isn't really so much a movie shirt. I just thought it was funny when I bought it, when I saw it. And this one here I really like. It's a Shining shirt. And if you look, it says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's what all the white is. And The Shining's my favorite movie, so I really like that shirt. This one here is The Satanic Rites of Dracula. Right there. Hammer. One of the Hammer movies, one of the Hammer Dracula movies. I think it's a pretty cool picture. Good movie. Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. This is Eraserhead. And this is one of Vincent Price and a lot of the roles he played in his heyday. Right there. You know, technically this isn't a movie shirt, but they did make a movie based on the bubblegum in the 90s. Some people really love and other people think it's the stupidest thing they've ever seen. I actually kind of like it. I think it's pretty well done. Tim Burton. War of the Worlds. Now I know this doesn't actually represent the movies themselves. It's obviously not the Spielberg version or the 53 version with George Powell's work done in it, or any of the few other versions that most people haven't heard of. And Reefer Madness from the 30s. Not the shirt, but the movie, obviously. This here, The Blob. Steve Mcqueen, I think it was his first Hollywood movie before he became Steve McQueen. Now this shirt I bought, I didn't even know if it was a real movie or not, but it turns out it is. And it's called Psychopath. or no, sorry, Motorcycle. I was thinking of the store, but Motorcycle. It's I know it's on YouTube, so I might actually watch that later today because I've never seen it. But I thought the shirt was pretty kick-ass. That's why I bought it. This one here, I'm not even sure what the deal is with this. If it's an actual movie, I looked it up, and there's you can order the poster for it. Like, as far as I know, it's a real movie, but I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was called Pit Stop Girls, but it's actually called Hot and Naked. So, as far as I know, it is an actual movie, but I was looking stuff up on it, even on IMDb, and I couldn't find anything to represent it. But this isn't actually for the movie. It was for the live action stage production, which if it ever comes back and you can see it, I recommend it. It's really well done. It's the clothes, and it's painted in a way that it actually looks like a black and white movie you're watching, even though it's live on stage. And I thought it was just going to be a reenactment of the movie, but it turns out it's not. It's very satirical, and I was really happy to go see it. My wife brought me to it. Years ago, like when it was out, and I really liked it, and I would definitely see it again. Captain Howdy, or Pazuzu from The Exorcist. Actually, I bought this on the street. There's a guy who hand paints T-shirts, and he's a native guy, and most of his paintings were of animals and wildlife, and this was just kind of sitting right in the middle of it, and I saw it from across the street, and it caught my attention, so I pretty much ran right across and bought it, and it was like $10. I was considering he hand paints them. I thought it was a pretty good deal. And Steve Buscemi, or Buscemi, or Buscemi, or whatever the different variations people do say his name. I always called him Buscemi. I think in an interview he said that something like, "How do you pronounce your name? You can pronounce it however the hell you want. I'm the same guy. Fuck, who cares?" But then he did say the proper Italian way sounding, which kind of sounded a little more like bruschetta. So instead of bruschetta, so Buscemi. Buscemi. Anyway, Naked Lunch. I think this is probably based more on the book rather than the movie, but I still really like the shirt, so that's why I got it. Another Shining shirt. I think looks more like the cover on one of the covers on the novels. I think it's like there's a yellow one that a lot of people have. I think I had that one, and for a while, and that's what the cover is. But I like it. It's The Shining, so. This one here, I've seen a few people with this shirt. And it's just a stormtrooper, but it's done like the Scarface poster, which I really like. And this shirt here, it's kind of worn out because it's the shirt itself isn't really good quality. It's really stretched out, but again, one of my top 2 favorite horror movies of all time. So, and in anything with Gunnar Hansen's Leatherface on it, or anything Gunnar Hansen Leatherface, I will likely buy. So, but I wore this shirt a lot, so you can see it's kind of worn out and stretched, and more Leatherfaces back there. And a couple more up on the top shelf. You probably can't see them from this angle, but this is Spinal Tap, Rob Reiner film. Really good satirical mockumentary. All the other shirts are really good, but in terms of quality, this one's an 11. It's an inside joke if you know the movie. If not, it just sounds stupid. And even if you know the movie, it kind of sound like a dad joke. And this shirt is from the Munsters, and I wear this a lot. So a lot of people always see me in this shirt and go, "Oh, that shirt again, eh?" So anyway, it's Eddie Munster there. And this I actually bought at Horrorama, a Toronto horror convention that normally is every year, but it didn't happen last year, obviously, and probably knock on wood that it happens this year, but who knows. Anyway, Friday the 13th, fun run. It's a little humor thrown in there. And the only thing I laugh, it says annual, it says 80, and it should say, or the mark, whatever, is on the wrong side, the apostrophe. So it always kind of laughs. And if it's the 1980 original, there was no Jason mask. And Jason wasn't the killer, spoiler alert, but you probably knew that. I'd like to believe you knew that already. Anyway, Fright Night. This is another one of my favorite movies from the 80s and like horror comedy genre. I really like it. And Planet of the Apes. Another shirt I really like. It's gotten a little snug on me, so I don't really wear it too much. I'm gonna lose a couple pounds again. This one here, it's Elvis with Darth Vader. Some big hair on the but yeah, and it was originally the picture was Elvis and Nixon, and I think it was Elvis was it was when I guess, well, he went to the White House, and because he was Elvis, he was walking in with a gun and gave it to the president. But anyway, they've covered up Nixon with Darth Vader. That was kind of funny. Silence of the Lambs. That's a pretty cool shirt. And more another monster collage. Some of it's universal. I think some of them aren't all universal. Got a cat playing with my shoe. Plan 9 from Outer Space. People criticize this movie for being so bad, but in my opinion, it's so bad it's good. It has literally no story to speak of, and it is really bad. But it's something you watch it once for a laugh, and if you like it, I like it enough. I have it wherever the peas are on here, down over there. I have that. And Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Well, technically it's not a movie shirt, but she is a horror icon, and she's been in some movies, and she had her show, which got her fame, and looking like Elvira probably helped get her fame too. Metropolis, one of my favorite movies from the silent era. I have a couple copies of it. And for those who didn't know, that this robot is what influenced George Lucas to make C-3PO, at least make it in terms of appearance. I got a Xenomorph from Alien in the Motorhead font, and copying the Motorhead dog head design, the chain and everything. And another treasure from the black market. And this one here. It's obviously a play on Slayer and Freddy Krueger. Slasher in the Slayer font. Actually, I wore this to a Horrorama convention a couple years ago. Like, probably the last one I went to. But yeah, I saw this shirt and I really liked it. And oh, my nose is getting stuffy. I'm gonna sneeze in a minute. And The Thing, John Carpenter's version, obviously, right there. And one of my favorite movies, and some of the best practical effects of all time. Rob Bottin or Rob Bottin, I don't know. I hear it pronounced so many different ways, or okay, well, two different ways. I never know which one is the right one, so I say them both so I don't offend him if the unlikelihood he ever actually sees any of my videos. Anyway, that's all my movie shirts. Hope I didn't bore you too much, and I guess that's it. And that was for my friend Amy, and hope you guys enjoyed it, or maybe saw my shirt and said, "Oh, I'd like that shirt too," because you can get most of them if on and off. If you go to the black market in Toronto, there's they always have different things there. And like I said, whatever color we're living in this week, you can probably go in and actually buy something. And as far as I know, it's still there. So anyway, everybody be safe, and until the next one.